Hurricane Center at 5 a.m. regarding Irma. Michelle has more of that in our local forecast.
Yeah, 150-mile-per-hour sustained winds with Irma right now, making it a strong Category 4 hurricane. Moving to the west at 14 miles per hour right now. Pressure has been dropping. This is an intensifying storm. And the latest track from the National Hurricane Center has this approaching the Lesser Antilles, where hurricane warnings are in effect for places like Nevis, St. Kitts, St. Martin, Puerto Rico on the lookout as well. Expected right now to stay north of Puerto Rico and may thread the needle in between the Bahamas and Cuba later in the week and the start of the weekend. This is 2 a.m. on Saturday. We still expect that Irma will take a sharp turn to the north. The question is, how quickly does that happen? And our computer models this morning are leaning more towards this happening towards the west coast of Florida and the Gulf Coast side rather than the Atlantic coast side. However, still a lot of time to fine-tune this, and that cone of uncertainty brings it as far south as over Havana, Cuba, and as far east as staying offshore of the Florida coastline. So again, we'll continue to monitor Hurricane Irma, as it is expected to stay at least a Category 4 hurricane through the rest of this week. Our threat tracker locally is in the green for the daytime today. We're under a pinpoint weather alert as we track potential for some stronger severe storms, mostly overnight tonight for us, with gusty winds and hail. A lot of those storms will lose some of their punch, at least as they come through here after the sun goes down. Now for Wednesday, we do see some rain likely. Showers will continue Wednesday night and could be some embedded thunder. Outside on the radar, nothing in Rhode Island or southeastern Massachusetts, but western Mass has had a couple of thunderstorms popping up well ahead of a cold front. The temperatures are warm, the air humid ahead of the front of the air. The wind's going to be breezy. The Futurecast here at 9 o'clock shows those temperatures already well into the 70s to finish out the commute, and afternoon highs in the low to mid 80s expected for today. Notice back to the west of us, though, we've got some 60s in parts of the upstate of New York. That's where that cold front has come through, and as that front slides to the east, that collision between air masses, the warm and muggy air here in the east and the cooler, more autumn-like air to the west, will lead to some thunderstorms developing. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center is highlighting western New England as an area to watch for at least a slight risk of some severe storms. Locally for us, again, most of those will hold off until after 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. So here's the Futurecast. 2 in the afternoon, mostly sunny skies still this evening. Looking good for after-school activities, but as the night wears on, the chances of seeing those showers and storms going up, and we may start the morning tomorrow with some scattered showers and thunderstorms that will continue off and on throughout the day on Wednesday. Biggest concern Wednesday would be for some downpours. As we move towards Thursday, most of the showers winding down through Thursday morning. So commuting in this morning, we're already in the mid 60s in Cumberland, 70 in Warwick. The temperatures in Tiverton in the upper 60s right now. And we'll be seeing those highs climbing up into the low and mid 80s away from the coastline this afternoon. Places like Newport Harbor under a small craft advisory. Up and down the bay, 69 for the morning commute. Those afternoon temperatures, upper 70s to lower 80s. Hope Valley and Wickford, Charlestown and Narragansett between 75 and 80. 80 to 85 in Woonsocket and Johnston. And the heat index will be well into the 80s as well, with that warm and humid air. Moderate rip current risk if you're headed to the beaches today. You'll need some extra caution. It'll be sunny, breezy, but dry. Here's how the Futurecast looks overnight. Down to 68 degrees, 76 for your high on Wednesday. Scattered showers and a thunderstorm. Thursday, looking at dry skies for the Pats home opener. Any showers should be winding down by early afternoon. There's at least a chance of a shower still at 4 o'clock if you're tailgating early. And then looking at the skies turning partly cloudy as the game goes on. Rest of the week looking quiet locally. Your full